Okay, so we think that that seems such a logical, easy question. How do I get pregnant? Well, I make sure I have a partner and that we have lots of fun. And then that happens, and then that happens, and then that happens, and then we start going, oh, why aren't I getting pregnant? And then you try some more, and you try some more, and you're going, well, it seems so logical. I know I went to school and I was learnt the birds and the bees. What's going on? And then, of course, we had then decide to go and see a doctor. And then when we do get given that prescription, or not prescription, but we do get given the fact that we might be having problems with fertility, then it's like, well, how does that really work? What's going on? And I know it seems a silly question, but when I started to have problems, then that's when you start getting into it all the time. So let's have a look. Now, for a lot of us women, I thought I knew my cycle. I thought I knew what's going on as a female and connecting to my femininity. And so learning some of this was a massive learning curve for me, I suppose. So we have our cycle, which is roughly a 28-day or monthly cycle that we have every month. Now, believe it or not, after we menstruate, 2 weeks later, roughly, then we'll be ovulating. And actually, we've got this clear mucus that then we start to have. And after that, it's like a plug. After that, actually, and it's only for around about 3 days, we are like this fertile, ripe little being. And that is when it is completely optimum time to get together with your partner and create what we so want to create. But what I realized is, really, it's a miracle that we have babies at all, because it really is just such a small window that we are so ripe and ready to create an egg, and then that egg to be fertilized. So really, that's how we can get pregnant, is by actually being able to find out when that time is. And I know we can do lots of checking our temperature, checking our bloods. There's all sorts of different ways, and then starting to also chart our whole cycle. I know I went to a point where I was charting it so much it sort of sent me quite OCD, and I've never had that before, but it went to a point where I did. But yes, there is a certain time in our cycle, just after we've ovulated, that we are actually the ripest to get pregnant. And really, that's when we need to get together with our partners. And that's the best time to get pregnant.